ready to the countdown.
Tahniah. Secara langsung ini dibawakan khas kepada anda oleh Akademi YouTuber Malaysia. Sebuah inisiatif e-didik Malaysia dan Kelab Guru Malaysia. Tumpukan perhatian anda. Secara langsung akan bermula sebentar lagi. Link sijil akan diberikan di hujung siaran ini. Pastikan diisi dalam tempoh yang ditetapkan. Terima kasih.
Assalamualaikum dan salam sejahtera. Hai semua, para guru, ibu bapa yang dihormati dan para pelajar yang cikgu kasihi sekalian. Mic okey ya? Takut mic tak okey. Selamat datang ke Pusat Tuisyen YouTuber AYU, usaha sama e-didik Malaysia dan Kelab Guru Malaysia. Bermula percuma, selamanya percuma. Untuk mendapatkan keberkatan kelas kita pada malam ini, bagi yang beragama Islam, mari kita sama-sama mulakan kelas dengan baca umul kitab Al-Fatihah, dan kepada yang bukan Islam bertafakur sejenak. Al-Fatihah. Amin, amin, amin ya rabbal alamin. Apa khabar para pelajar yang cikgu kasih semua? Harap semuanya berada dalam keadaan yang baik, sihat dan bersedia untuk meneruskan kelas kita pada malam ini. Jaga kesihatannya para pelajar, patuhi SOP dalam suasana COVID-19 yang masih tinggi kesnya ya. Cikgu percaya para pelajar dah tidak sabar untuk mengikuti kelas Biologi AYU khususnya untuk STPM dan matrikulasi. Cikgu perkenalkan diri dulu. Nama Cikgu Fatia binti Mansur. Daripada Pusat Tingkatan 6 SMK Seri Sedang, selaku moderator pada malam ini. Pada malam ini kita bersiaran secara langsung dari channel Cikgu Faizah. Siapa yang belum subscribe channel Cikgu Faizah, sila tekan butang subscribe sebagai tanda sokongan kepada Cikgu Faizah. Untuk makluman pada pelajar semua, nama penuh beliau ialah Nur Faizah binti Ahmad dari Kolej Matrikulasi Negeri Sembilan. Cikgu Faizah juga adalah Ketua Panitia Tuisyen Biologi AYU Akademi YouTuber. Tajuk yang akan disampaikan oleh Cikgu Faizah pada malam ini ialah Cell Structures and Function Organelles. Para pelajar dan para penonton lain dialu-alukan untuk mempelajari topik berkenaan. Kelas ini akan berlangsung lebih kurang 1 jam. Bersama cikgu di studio pada malam ini ialah Cikgu Wahidah binti Zakaria. Hai Cikgu Wahidah dari Kolej Matrikulasi Pahang. Assalamualaikum Assalamualaikum. Hai pula ya. Sebagai control host pada malam ini. Juga bersama kita Cikgu Nur Naini HR dari PTE Pusat Tingkatan 6.
Okey, hai, Assalamualaikum.
Assalamualaikum Cikgu Naini. Sebelum kita mulakan teruskan kelas kita pada malam ini, cikgu ingatkan semua pelajar dan para penonton yang ingin menghantar komen agar menggunakan bahasa yang sopan dan gambar profil yang bersesuaian untuk tontonan umum. Ya. Cikgu percaya semua yang hadir kelas pada malam ini merupakan pelajar-pelajar yang cemerlang dan jom kita tunjukkan disiplin yang terbaik. Sila fokus isi pelajaran yang akan disampaikan oleh Cikgu Faizah dan hanya akan gunakan ruang chat untuk menjawab soalannya ataupun bertanya soalannya jika ada soalan yang tidak diajukannya. Pada akhir siaran ini, link e-sijil akan diberikan bersama kod akses. Pastikan anda menggunakan email e-didik dan juga email MOE yang akaun delima tu ya. Dan satu perkara baru kita ada mata ganjaran, bukan baru jugalah yang terkini lah ada mata ganjaran kerana mengikuti kelas tuisyen AYU dan anda boleh menebusnya dengan hadiah yang istimewa. Anda perlu memohon, tapi ada syaratnya, kena mohon ID e-didik junior terlebih dahulu sebelum mengisi borang klaim kredit. Link untuk memohon ID e-didik junior diberi semasa kelas berjalan nanti. Anda semua boleh mengisi borang klaim kredit apabila diberi link di akhir kelas. Untuk klaim kredit ini perlu ada 4 digit. Pastikan anda mencatat dalam kertas. Okey. Mari kita, cikgu akan share untuk kod yang pertama. Kita ada 4. Ini kod yang pertama. A3. A3. Okey. Tanpa membuang masa lagi, cikgu serahkan kelas kita kepada Cikgu Faizah. Dipersilakan Cikgu Faizah.
Okey, terima kasih Cikgu Fatia. Okey, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good pleasant evening to all my beloved students out there. Okay, hoping everybody is in a good condition like what teacher Fatia mentioned just now. Okay, hoping always take care of yourself and obey to all the SOP, right? Okay. So basically, what is our intention? Okay, as usual, okay, schedule every Saturday 9:30, right? Okay, this is the time where we are sharing our discussion regarding all the topics. Okay, so let me introduce a bit about myself before we proceed. Okay, as just now Cikgu Fatia already mentioned, okay, currently I'm currently I'm teaching at College Matrikulasi Negeri Sembilan, okay, and I've been teaching for about 26 years, right? And at the KMNS is 11 years. And my channel, okay, my YouTube channel is Cikgu Faizah, right? Okay. Okay, next we have all my colleagues, okay, together in this AYU. We start with our moderator just now, okay, Cikgu Fatia, okay, from SMKC Sedang Selangor, where which is her experience, right? Okay, 20 years in Form 6 and her channel is Cikgu Fatia 66. Okay, so another teacher, okay, together also experienced teacher, okay, Cikgu Nurnaini HR, okay, from Kuala Terengganu, okay, jauh Cikgu Nurnaini. Okay, so 17 years teaching biology, STPM, okay, and teaching experience about 23 years, okay, very experienced, okay, in biology, teaching biology, okay, and her channel is Cikgu Nurnaini HR. And also, okay, we have this evening, okay, Cikgu Wahida is our control host from College Matrikulasi Pahang, and she's teaching already 11 years experience, and her channel is Oh My Biology by Miss Wawa. Okay, beside biology, we also have another subject which is mathematics that lead by teacher Im every Saturday 5 o'clock, right? And then also same goes to perkawanan and economy lead by teacher Madam Fizi. And then chemistry Prime University, okay, lead by Cikgu Shahnon. And also all the STPM's subject. Okay, so whatever it is, okay, we are all in one together in one what we call as a academy YouTuber, one NGO. Okay, then you can visit to our website, okay, www.academyyoutuber.com, right? So you can find everything all, okay. There's a lot of videos, okay, under tutorial, okay, under live classes, right, and also all the vlog, right, okay. So now basically, right, okay, Cikgu Fatia, what are we going to do atau what are you going to discuss? Okay, what are you going to learn today? Okay, basically when from the topics, okay, actually from our topics given, you already know. Okay, nampak di tajuk wah, cikgu nak ajar cell structure and function, alah So tajuk ni aku dah terror ni Okay, yes. Actually, you have learned this topic since your Form 4. Okay, and then after that, when you continue your Prime University syllabus, okay, Prime University study, okay, tak kira lah Form 6 or STPM, okay, Form 6 or matriculation, again you learn the same thing, okay, about the cell. Am I right, Cik Fatia, Okay, but so maybe this evening, okay, you all tak ada kesempatan maybe a lot of things, okay. Actually this weekend a lot of program. Okay, so later on you can visit this video in order if you want to have an input. Okay, actually for me, okay, I know that out there, okay, there is a lot of video, okay, that you can access and have an input. Okay, but now, okay, I take the responsibility, okay, from my side, okay, in order to share with you and guide you in terms of this chapter okay, according to our syllabus, right? Maybe out there, all the videos out there where you can find all about the cell structure and function is actually overall. Okay, so basically today teacher will lead you, okay, according to our syllabus, right? Okay, so basically when teacher mention about learning outcomes, okay, our lessons today, basically my focus is more on organelles, okay? Okay, within plus minus 1 hour ni. Okay, so we are focusing in this, the rate learning outcomes, okay, the second one, okay. But before we can proceed with these organelles and as well as their function, okay, teacher akan juga start with showing you the typical plant and typical animal cells, right? Okay, from that structure, from that diagram, then you all will figure out, oh, ini organelnya. Okay, this is all about the organelles that you need to know, okay, or you need to study. Right, okay. So let's see class, okay. Let's start with the list of organelles, okay. So as you all can see here, okay, I hope you are familiar with the terms, right? Okay, mention about eukaryote earlier, beginning of our lesson, chapter 2, we start with eukaryote. Okay, eukaryote means referring to the living organism. Okay, as you all know, class, karyotic tu means nucleus. Okay, so we already have start. You need to differentiate between the prokaryote and eukaryote. So now detail we proceed with eukaryotic, okay, which have organelles. Organ, okay, the keyword the kata dasar kelas organ kalau kita ada, if we have a system organ, right, you have 11 system organ, right, okay, to be as a living organism, to be a human, perfect human, right, okay. So Tuhan dah bagi kita 11 system organ So when it comes to knowing the cell, okay, the detail of the cell, okay, when you explore atau when you you go inside the cell, actually what is inside the cell? Okay, this is what you're going to go through class, all the 9 lists. Okay, actually I know that you are familiar with this. Sebut saya nuclear, nuclear cikgu. Okay, yes, but in term of point, okay, atau in term of knowing this organelle, okay, you need to detail more detail about it. Right, okay, nucleus, and then teacher again repeat, okay, it's a rough endoplasmic reticulum, smooth endoplasmic reticulum, okay. I mentioned this so that in your mind, okay, whatever knowledge, okay, and also information that you keep about these organelles, right, it will strengthen your strengthen and hence enhance your already whatever knowledge yang you dah ada. So cikgu harap from this sharing session, okay, cikgu boleh become ataupun clarify better about your knowledge, okay. Okay, and then number 4 is a Golgi body, okay, or sometimes it also can be called as a Golgi apparatus, right, okay. And then number 5 is the mitochondria, okay, class, the mitochondria, right, and then after that is the lysosome, okay, and number 7 is ribosome, okay, number 7 is ribosome, number 8 is chloroplast, and number 9 is centriole, okay. So this is all the list, okay. I think everybody dah get used to it. Okay, my first reminder class, right, okay, nampak je, sebut senang nucleus cikgu Golgi body, mitochondria, okay, betul. But okay, teacher would like to remind you all, make sure spelling of each of the organelles, walaupun you familiar with this term, okay, make sure the spelling is correct. Itulah biology. Okay, when talking about biology, spelling ini nyawa lah okay. So you need to really careful with your spelling. Alright, so next we move to our next slide. Okay, agak-agak Cik Fatia boleh teka tak apa ada belakang bulatan ni? Cik Fatia nak teka tak?
Tak pandai. Tapi ada
Okay.
cytoplasm ke apa ni? Ada nukleus kot.
Okay, ada bagi clue sikit kan? Alright, actually, like teacher mentioned,
cytoskeleton.
before we can go detail about the structure of each organelles inside the cell, okay, teacher would like you to have a look. Actually, you all dah ada this memory, okay, this diagram mesti memang dah ada well kept, okay, elok dah simpan dalam your database inside your brain. Okay, kelas So, teacher highlightkan semula. Okay, as you can see here, the purple colour. Alright, so nampak saja purple colour mak ai besarnya kan? Okay, nampak outstanding right kelas? Okay, outstanding ni. Oh, nucleus is outstanding. So, nanti, okay, kamu akan, daripada sini je you all dah boleh detect Alright, so the nucleus is the largest organelle. Dapat satu dah point. Okay, dapat pada gambar ini kamu dapat, oh cikgu paling-paling banyak tengok yang orange ni, yang apa ni, this blue colour, okay. And then tiba-tiba purple ni besar betul cikgu. Yes. That is the first thing about nucleus, right? Dan teacher nak you tahu, the largest organelle, okay, in the cell. Okay, so ini nanti ada kaitannya dengan function dia. Okay, so sebut saja nukleus tak sah kalau you tak mention this structure as well. Right? So teacher, now you get familiar with this term because this term you're going to use next in your next chapter 3 ataupun kalau secara general je is chapter cell division, okay? Chromatin. Right, chromatin is a very important terms, okay, when it comes you describe about the G2 during cell division, right? Okay, and then the nucleolus, get used to the term class, nucleolus, and tiba-tiba okay, kalau dulu-dulu okay, when we mention about envelope sampul, okay, atau sarung so sampai kat nucleus, dia ada its own nuclear envelope, okay, because this is when mentioned about envelope, always remember about the concept of eukaryotic. Okay, it's a membrane bounded eukaryotic is actually all the cells that having a membrane bounded organelle. Okay, so this is the we proceed with that, okay, in term of eukaryote. So when you go further class yang purple nampak dah, okay, organelle nucleus cikgu done. Okay, next yang this one attached to the blue class which is one is a blue color. Oh, this is, as you all know, okay, another important organelles, what we call as a ribosome. Okay, tak ada ribosome ni, tak adalah protein ni kelas so you all dah dapat dah sebut saja ribosome. Okay, nanti kita akan go detail but I think for this evening class, okay, out of these 9 organelles, right, cikgu rasa kita tak dapat habis the whole 9 organelles. Maybe cikgu akan cover 4 organelles. Okay, the nucleus, right, the Golgi apparatus, okay, the mitochondria, and as well as the nanti plant cell is chloroplast. Okay, so ini adalah organelle yang memang popular kelas bukan makna centriole, lysosome tak popular okay, the ER bukan tak popular, okay, they are also popular, but selalunya when it comes to exam, okay, yang selalu akan naik organelle yang they have been always been asked, inilah this, okay, kalau sebut saja mitochondria, samakan dengan TNB. Okay, TNB kat Malaysia ni is a very important that supply electrical energy, okay. So same goes to mitochondria in the cell, right? Okay,
Faizah.
Cikgu
Faizah, but for STPM lysosome ni popular ni kan Cikgu Naini?
Okay.
Yeah, banyak kali keluar dalam soalan structure kan Cikgu Naini kan?
Ya, lysosome dia ada
okay, thank you. So thank you for STPM. Actually STPM, for matriculation also previously, okay, when talk about essay question, lysosome memang popular lah. Okay, but when structure, that one Golgi apparatus, mitochondria, and the nucleus as well. Okay, tapi apa pun Cikgu Fatia whatever it is, okay, every organelles in the cell have their own specific function, okay, in order to make sure the cell, okay, can function efficiently. Okay, itu tadi animal cell kelas Now we proceed to plant cell. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sama. But when it comes to 7 and 8, okay, plant cell, okay, there tak ada dalam animal cell. There is a exist in plant cell, okay, which is chloroplast. So ini secara tak langsung kelas when we mention about the list of organelles, automatically teacher dah boleh bawa kamu ke dalam enhancement of your how to differentiate between plant cell and animal cell. Okay, so another special about plant cell, they have vacuole, right? Okay, so overall, okay, agak-agaknya Cikgu Fatia, apa agaknya belakang ni? Saja suka Cikgu Fatia teka-teki lah Okay, what do you think next slide dan teacher nak tunjuk?
The first diagram tadi animal cell kan? Should be plant cell.
Okay, plant cell already shown this. Okay, plant cell okay. Okay, betul ya. Congratulations Cikgu.
Okay.
Okay, ya apa ni a very good instinct. Yes, okay. So again, kamu nampak the purple color kelas Okay, the largest organelle inside the cell. Okay, and extra that teacher mentioned just now compared to animal cell, you can see this organelle, okay, what we call as a vacuole. Okay, and make sure you also take note, right? The membrane that enclose the vacuole, what we call as a tonoplast. Okay, class so basically this is all the diagram, right? Okay, so Dereng, what next Cikgu Fatia? Suka saja Cikgu Fatia teka-teki.
Next, organelle nukleus.
Yeah, okay. So what do you think kita nak start dengan apa? Yes, kita nak start dengan nucleus, right? So, of course kelas apa-apa pun when learning about cell, okay, we will always start with this cells brain. Sometimes kita boleh kita boleh cakap nucleus ni macam as if like a cell's brain. Why? Okay, let's see. Right, okay. Selain pada next, this is another diagram cikgu nak kamu teka ni. Okay, tengok sekali ni agak-agak. Right, okay, ada a few stack Okay, so nanti kita akan come to that, right? Okay, let's start with the first organelle, what we call as a nucleus, okay? Atau kita cakap tadi apa kelas? The brain of the cell, okay? Okay, basically, when mentioned about nucleus, right, okay, teacher nak you all make sure knowing the nuclear envelope that surround the nucleus. So as you all can see class nampak ni ada lubang-lubang pula kan? Okay, ada apa ni and then this nucleus is attached to another organelle. Okay, so basically kalau kamu tengok tadi ini cikgu dah kata dah kelas the largest organelle already done. Okay, nampak daripada mana tadi? Nampak daripada diagram that shown just now. Okay, so the largest already done. Okay, so when it comes to nuclear envelope, teacher would like to remember dua. Okay, number 2 kelas number 2. Okay, what it means by number 2? Alright, so the nucleus, okay, we call it a double membrane, okay, where they have okay, kalau kamu tengok nanti cikgu tunjukkan gambar kelas So, this is what it means by double membrane. Okay, 2 layer okay, the 2 lipid bilayer, okay, which one faces the nucleoplasm. So get used to the term class nucleoplasm lah, nucleolus lah kan. Right, so these are all the terms that relate to nucleus. Okay, so when mentioned about nuclear envelope, like teacher mentioned just now, tengok tadi kelas ada pore lah. Okay, nuclear pore. So what's the nuclear pore? Okay, nuclear pore ni kalau kamu tengok kelas okay, to make sure, as you all know kelas nanti, regarding with the importance of nucleus, okay, as control the activity of the cell. So dia mesti ada specific pores, okay, in order to allow exchange of material. right, between the nucleus and the cytoplasm, right? Okay, and make sure, okay, because this even though the nuclear envelope having a pore, but it still apply, okay, the selectively permeable, because in term of the characteristic of the characteristic of plasma membrane, okay. Okay, and then one thing teacher nak you all take note in class, okay, the unique of this nucleus, okay, with having the double membrane, mana yang akan connected to VR, dalam ke luar Cik Fatia, kalau nak beritahu student. Okay, because tadi dia ada double membrane, ada dua double membrane,
Double.
okay, which is outer, okay, and inner, am I right?
Inner.
Okay, so which membrane, outer ke inner yang akan continuously connected with ER, the endoplasmic reticulum that attached to
Outer.
to the nucleus.
Outer lah.
Obviously the outer membrane. Ni ada kat sini kan, outer membrane, which is continuous with the endoplasmic reticulum, where, okay, like teacher mentioned just now, beginning of our lesson, okay, where endoplasmic reticulum, when there is attachment of ribosome, we call it as RER. Okay, so that one we can discuss later. So this is a diagram to show the pore, class, the nuclear pore. Right, the nuclear pore between the double layer of nuclear envelope. Right, okay. So and then kalau a cell, we have cytoplasm. So the nucleus itself, it has its own plasm, what we call as a nucleoplasm. So what is unique atau apa penting nucleoplasm ni kelas? Okay, please bear in mind, alright, like teacher mentioned class. Okay, this is very important when it comes to cell division. So as you all know, cell division involve nuclear division, okay, for the mitosis and as well for the meiosis. So nucleoplasm, when sebut dia plasm, konsepnya sama juga seperti cytoplasm, okay, where it's actually the semi-fluid matrix, okay, fills the nucleus. Dan apa ada kat dalam ni? Okay, what is in this nucleoplasm? Ya, kat sinilah kamu akan jumpa apa kelas? What we call as the chromosome, okay, in the term of chromatin, and as well as the histone protein that bound to DNA. Histone protein ni sangat penting kelas, okay. When it comes to organize the DNA, okay, the structure of chromosome, we need this histone protein. So that's why beginning of cell division G1, okay, salah satu strategi untuk ready for cell division, kena increase the histone protein. Okay, nak tak nak memang kena kelas. Okay, so basically like from this diagram you all nampak kelas. Okay, so apa lagi kena tahu tentang nucleus? Right, in order to just now kelas cikgu furtherkan sikit a bit about this chromatin that inside the nucleoplasm, right, so that nanti you have a better understanding how the nuclear division, okay, during mitosis and meiosis take place. Okay, so when teacher mention about chromosome or chromatin, okay, kat mana nak cari this nucleus? Okay, in the nucleus, okay, you akan cari dalam ataupun found in the nucleoplasm. Okay, as teacher mentioned just now kelas, ini bukan Maggie cikgu Fatia kan? Nampak macam Maggie kan? Okay, so actually dia illustration of diagram to show this is inside the nucleoplasm. Okay, you can find the chromosome and as well as the histone protein, okay, in order to organize the DNA, right? Okay, and
maybe
yeah,
can make it bigger kot. You can ni.
Zoom in.
Tarik dekatkan dekat zoom.
Zoom.
The
Oh,
structure.
this one is apa? But this one is PowerPoint.
Oh, PowerPoint. Okay.
I think it's okay because I observe from my handphone, pelajar boleh access.
Boleh.
We can zoom the
diagram.
Okay. Yeah. Right. So class, why teacher take quite a lot of information about nucleus? Okay, like teacher mentioned just now. Okay, for prime university syllabus. Okay, for STPM and as well as matriculation. right? You need to have more detail knowing the structure so that for your next topic, okay, you dah faham dah. Sebut saja nucleolus, sebut saja nucleoplasm, yes. So when mentioned about nucleolus, where nanti dalam chapter 3 atau dalam cell division, okay, nucleolus ni as you all know class, when starting to divide, they will disintegrate. Okay, so actually the important of nucleolus yang cikgu nak kamu tahu ni kelas. Okay, is the production of ribosome where this is the where this nucleolus functioning to produce RNA. But remember kelas nucleolus ini bukan dia tidak ada any membrane bounded, okay, dia bukan non-membranous, right? Okay, dia hanya kalau jumpa dalam tu bentuk sebagai spherical shape. Sebab tu kadang-kadang kamu akan gelapkan dia kelas. Kenapa? Because it's a very dense mass of granule or fiber, right? That is nucleolus. Okay, so I think this is again to see the overall view of the nucleus organelle. Okay, where teacher again mention in class dia ada double layer. Okay, the nuclear envelope involve double layer, outer and inner. And remember, outer akan connected to the ER. Okay, and especially the ER when attached with rough, so it is RER. Okay, selain pada nuclear envelope, satu lagi yang uniknya dia ada nuclear pore. Okay, so nuclear pore ni kita akan tengok later on. It is very important during during the process of expression of biological information. Okay, later on in our further topic. Okay, so I think we're done with that. So let's summary the formation, the function of nucleus. Before we stop,
we want to take rest dulu ke ataupun we want to continue function?
Kita habiskan sikit lah Cikgu Fatia.
Function boleh.
Sebab after that kita you go to our next organelle.
Organelle.
Okay, so there are a list of function of nucleus but the main one, okay, the main function, okay, as you all know, sebut saja nucleus ini, okay, apa saja aktiviti dalam sel mesti based on nucleus. Because you know why class? Because inside the nucleus, okay, kita ada our genetic material okay, genetic material yang simpan baik baik dia punya simpan dalam in term of DNA molecule. Right, so everything, okay, nak produce enzyme ke, nak produce antibody ke, whatever it is, okay, all the genetic information semua ada dalam nucleus. Okay, so that's why everything, the main function is control the activities. And as well as the next topic where you learn is cell division. Okay, so selain daripada itu, like teacher mention tadi, seperti yang tadi kita sebut production ribosome, okay, which part of it, okay, kalau nak tanya student, Cikgu Fatia nak sebut kat mana berlakunya production ribosome ni kat mana? Which part of nucleus?
Ribosome, cytoplasm lah.
Nucleolus
Ribosome tadi,
ribosome production.
Nucleolus tadi kan? Okay, nucleolus, okay. Alright, and then last but not least, okay, contain genetic material as you all know. Right, okay, all the information even kalau kamu belajar dalam meiosis okay, even under cell division meiosis, the parent cell, okay, kat situ lah kita punya database your mom and your dad's database, okay, contain genetic materials, okay, in the form of chromosome. And as you all know, okay, function of nucleus as because it's control the activity of the cell, it also carry out instruction of the synthesis of protein. Okay, this one you akan detail nanti during expression of biological information. Right, okay, where we learn about how DNA play a role class nanti masa tu akan ada lah mRNA all coming in. Alright, so I think we can take a break. Right, okay, after this we proceed with another 3 organelles. Hoping we can sempat lah. Okay, Cikgu Fatia, back to you.
Cikgu Faizah, saya nak tambah sikit boleh? Untuk cell division ni kita orang untuk form 6 STPM tak belajar cell division, but for STPM ni kalau ikutlah Cikgu Naini kan, nucleus ni tak berapa popular sangat lah, tapi keluar juga soalan dalam objektif. Tapi sebab because we in our syllabus no television, but the concept ni they will learn in semester 3 kan Cikgu Naini. Genetic material, synthesis of protein tu, semester 3. Untuk semester 1 ni actually ni lah sebab tak ada cell division kan, tapi kena tahulah asas kan.
Ini adalah basic foundation dia. Kalau tak ada foundation tadi sebab tadi contoh production ribosome, kalau tak tahu ribosome mana nucleolus. Itu lebih kepada knowledge lah Okay, so I think we can take a break.
Sebelum kita rehat ya Cikgu Wawa, Cikgu akan berikan kod yang kedua, nombor 7. 7 ya, 7. Okay, kita berehat sebentar.
Alright.
Berita baik untuk semua. Kini Akademi YouTuber memperkenalkan sistem mata ganjaran kredit AYU untuk dikumpul. Jom ikuti kelas tuition live AYU untuk mengumpul kredit AYU dan berpeluang menebus hadiah-hadiah yang menarik. Hadiah bernilai lebih RM10,000 disediakan secara percuma untuk pelajar seluruh Malaysia. Apa tunggu lagi? Tebus ganjaran hebat ini sekarang. Layari www.academyyoutuber.com untuk maklumat lanjut.
Okey, cikgu akan berikan kod yang ketiga nombor 1. Nombor 1. Okey. Teruskan Cikgu Faizah.
Okay, thank you Cikgu Fatia. Okay, let's proceed with our next. Okay, agak-agak Cikgu Fatia, kita nak sambung dengan apa agaknya? Okay, so when teacher mention this one, right? Okay, let's count together with teacher. Okay, okay, Chinese pula 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? Okay, what is actually teacher counting class? Alright, so actually we are proceed to the next organelle, what we call as the Golgi body atau sometimes known as Golgi apparatus. Okay, yang cikgu kira tadi kelas okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, sometimes 4, sometimes 5, sometimes 7. Okay, so all that is actually referring to the ataupun we are referring to the terms what we call as a cisterne. Okay, cikgu repeat kelas cisterne. Kalau boleh hijau sekali because sometimes students selalu get get wrong in term of spelling. Okay, so cis, C-I-S, sister, okay, T-R-N-A-E, okay, cisterne. Alright, so why teacher count the just now class So this as you can see from this diagram, so ini 1 cisterne, okay, 2 cisterne, and 3 cisterne, 4 cisterne. Alright, okay. So this cisterne is actually how you describe in words. Okay, it's a stack of flat kelas flat. Okay, flat. Lepas tu bawa pada konsep eukaryote membrane bounded sacs. And bila you susun ataupun when this Golgi body, okay, they arrange, okay, and we call it a stack. Okay, so it's a stack of flattened membrane bounded sacs. Where we call it a cisterne, and always dalam lebih kurang 4 to 7 kelas depends on type of cell. Okay, so satu lagi kelas, okay, like teacher nak kamu cis. Okay, bila sebut saja ni bukan cis cis okay, cis phase and trans phase. So how to know? Okay, ini bukan talam dua muka cikgu Fatia okay. So actually Golgi body kena ada 2 phase ni. Okay, kenapa? Satu, because this phase, satu phase akan facing endoplasmic reticulum, where just now you all tahu because endoplasmic reticulum just now connected to the nuclear envelope, okay, the outer membrane of nuclear envelope, right? That's the cis phase, okay, and then the transphase pula akan facing to the cell surface membrane. Okay, so Golgi body ini bukan talam dua muka kelas walaupun dia ada dua muka, cis face and trans face, but these two face actually play a very important role because kalau kamu tahu Golgi body ini kalau dalam production line, dalam kilang tu, dia adalah final production sebelum nak packing nak hantar naik lori ke. So same goes to our cell. Golgi body is the final production in the cell, before anything can be transported out, right? Okay, so teacher sebut tadi sistem ni done. The cis and the trans phase done. Okay, so this is how you showing the cis and the trans phase. Okay, another important when mentioned about this Golgi body or Golgi apparatus, cikgu nak you all alert class dengan vesicle. Okay, so ada dua vesicle yang kamu kena ambil kira kelas Okay, so the first, kalau you tengok kat sini kelas teacher mention kat sini, cikgu nak kamu remember kelas MSSS M-triple-S. That is the function of Golgi body. Alright, so what are the vesicle yang teacher nak you all nampak? The transporting and secretion vesicle. Right, so the first one, ini adalah contoh spesifik dalam kelas when it comes to mucus carrying cells, that means sel-sel yang menghasilkan mucus. Right, contohnya kalau di trachea kita right, all the new protein which were made and stored in RER are transported in the small vesicle and will be collected by the Golgi body. So ini yang cikgu tadi kelas vesicle transport vesicle, right? And then this Golgi body dia akan tengok dulu macam mana mucus ni nak how finalize this mucus so dia akan modify dulu, akan sort mungkin buang, tambah, right? And then they will keep for a while. After that, when there is a requirement of this protein or whatever substance, so Golgi body akan transport, right? And fuse with the plasma membrane. So itu satu kelas the main one. Ini paling penting kelas like teacher mention just now. Selain daripada itu, Golgi body juga involved in transporting and storing lipid. And kalau Cikgu Fatihah disebut kelas lysosome is very important for Form 6 student. Alright, so remember lysosome is actually the organelle that come from Golgi body. Lysosome ini kamu tahu dia pinch out from the Golgi body, and as you all know lysosome containing hydrolytic enzyme. So bila ada lysosome with hydrolytic enzyme, of course it will involve in digestive enzyme. And last but not least, for plant cell ataupun for insects is very important in term of formation of carbohydrate, right? For cuticles for the exoskeleton for the insects. So yang ini cikgu rasa kita boleh skip lah this is the whole diagram to show the protein transport from the nucleus just now, where the outer layer of the nucleus will connected to the the endoplasmic reticulum, and where there is an attachment of ribosome, we call it a rough endoplasmic reticulum. So this is what teacher mentioned just now class, the cis phase, where it facing the ER. Where it involve the transport vesicle from the ER, Golgi body trimmer, and then the MSSS. Bukan shock sendiri tu MSSS, modified, apa lagi tadi? Store, ship, right? And then settle that one, according to requirement of the cell. So the transphase will take place by forming a secondary vesicle pula, where the secondary vesicle will fuse with the plasma membrane and expel whatever protein or whatever substance. Okay, that required by the cell. Okay, alright. So done with Golgi body. Cikgu Fatia ada apa-apa nak share? Now we are looking at another important organelle, okay, which is mitochondria. Okay, Cikgu Fatia Okay. Alright. So kalau tadi nukleus ada dua atau double membrane. Okay, so let's see atau let's have a clear ataupun better understanding about the structure of mitochondria. Okay, kenapa kamu tengok yang ada satu? Cikgu tengok, cikgu kalau saya kira ada dua jugalah cikgu. Yes, again, okay, organelle mitochondria also having a double membrane. Right, so macam nak label? Ya, sama seperti nukleus tadi, outer membrane and also inner membrane. Okay, so why teacher concerned about this organelle mitochondria organelle class So nanti I think STPM and as well as matriculation, okay, this organelle lah yang akan jadi main main organelle when you learn about cellular respiration. Am I right, Cik Fatia kan? Okay.
Betul.
Yes, when mention about cellular respiration, no doubt you have to know this organelle. Tak boleh tidak. So that's why teacher nak you get familiar with all the with all the terms, okay, when regarding knowing the structure of mitochondria. Okay, outer membrane, inner membrane. Between these two membrane, kita ada space. Ingat kelas ni, apa-apa saja bila ada dua layer atau two membrane ni, kita ada space. So what we call that space? Okay, intermembrane space. Ingat kelas ni, antara dua. Right, antara outer and inner. So we have one space what we call the intermembrane space. Right, okay. So what else yang kamu boleh tahu? Tengok cikgu apa ni mitochondria ni yang uniknya. Okay, yang paling uniknya yang tak ada dalam organelle lain, nanti dalam dalam kloroplas pun ada. Okay, apa ni Cikgu Fatia? Yang paling uniknya Cikgu Fatia, ribosom ni kira boleh katakan
TNB.
Ya, ni. This is the unique about this organelle. Dia ada mitochondrial DNA. Dia ada its own DNA. Okay, if tadi kita kata kelas ni walaupun nukleus control everything, DNA semua adalah nukleus, tapi Tuhan jadikan ini rahsia Tuhan yang kadang-kadang kita tak tahu kelas ni. But nanti cikgu akan share satu soalan. Alright, ada satu soalan yang akan tanya kelas ni, why mitochondria. Nanti kita tengok soalannya kejap lagi Cikgu Fatia kan. Okay, so mitochondria has its own DNA. Right? Okay. Kalau tadi dalam Golgi body, the term is cis apa tadi Cikgu Fatia? Cisterne kan?
Cisterne.
Okay. Kali ini dalam Golgi, dalam mitochondria, we use the term as cristae. Okay, cristae. So cristae ni, kalau cikgu tanya, adakah cristae ni inner membrane ni Cikgu Fatia Adakah cristae ni inner membrane?
Inside lah cristae. Dia layer dia kan dia.
Cristae ni inner membrane?
Inner membrane, yes. Inside lah.
Adakah cristae ni inner membrane? Ya, betul. Okay. Kalau kamu tengok cikgu, cristae ni apa? Cristae tu inner membrane lah. Okay. Oh, inner membrane. Tapi macam mana nak inner membrane yang folded. So that's why when you draw the mitochondria kelas so like teacher mentioned just now, okay, kalau tanya shape, rod shape. Right? Kalau tanya kenapa sperm cell banyak mitochondria, okay, kenapa our liver cell banyak mitochondria, okay, kenapa our ni otot-otot kita ni, our skeletal muscle ni banyak mitochondria. Okay, like teacher mentioned just now abundant because kalau kita samakan dengan TNB, okay, dalam in our country sama juga dalam sel. Okay, mitochondria ni akan handle all the metabolic activity. Okay, the metabolic activity kelas right, where it will provide the ATP. Okay, so nanti you akan belajar detail nanti during the cellular respiration, right? Like teacher mentioned just now, dia ada its own DNA. Hari ni rasa Tuhan yang kita tak tahu nak cakap kelas Okay, kenapa mitokondria ni special Alright, okay. So tadi outer membrane, inner membrane cikgu dah settle, right? Okay, and ada intermembrane space dah settle. DNA cikgu dah sebut. Okay, selain pada DNA, it also have ribosome and enzyme in the term what we call as a metric. Okay, so get familiar with this term class mitochondrial metric. Okay, ada apa-apa ke tu? Ada bunyi pula. Is it from me? Alright, so kalau nak tanya apa function mitochondria, sangat senang kelas Okay, direct to the point, is a site for cellular respiration. So like teacher mention tadi kelas Okay, our mitochondria ini seolah seperti TNB di negara kita ni. Right, so nanti when you learn detail nanti about the Krebs cycle, maybe earlier ni kamu tahu apalah, aku kena tahu semua ni Krebs cycle lah, okay, never mind, don't worry, you akan kena tahu Krebs cycle ni ada 8 step kan Cik Fatihah kan. So get to know the term. Pernah dengar dulu cikgu pernah sebut lah crab bukan crab ketam okay, crab ni orang, right? So you are going to learn nanti. Okay, and then like teacher mentioned just now, okay, we have a inner membrane folded, highly folded inner membrane, what we call as a cristae. So this cristae, okay, very important in ETC. Okay, ini gambar lain untuk kamu dapat the idea of it, right? Okay, ulang-ulang balik tu je kan, cristae, matrix, cristae, inner membrane, okay, intermembrane space, okay, and outer membrane. Itu je mitochondria sebenarnya. Simple je, okay. Okay, tak ada tak complicated mana pun kan. Okay, jom Cikgu Fatihah kita buat sedikit in between cakap-cakap nanti kamu tahu apalah cikgu ni kan. Okay, so mari kita try to answer this question. Okay, so giving from this question, okay, you can see 2 diagram. Label organelle A and organelle B. Tengok saja dah tahu. Tadi kan cikgu dah kira kan? Right? Okay, kalau kita kira ni san, se, 5 kan? Okay, 5 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, bila cikgu kira 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and then tengok dia dalam, dia susun dalam bentuk stack. Lepas tu, lepel-lepel pula kan, flatten, automatically you all dah boleh identify the organelle A. Am I right, Cik Fatihah kan? Okay, and then organelle B pula, tengok ada berapa membrane? 2. 1, 2. Tetapi membrane dalam ni pula, kenapa berlipat-lipat right? Okay, so folded. Okay, again, ini adalah mitochondria. So this is actually the very popular diagram kelas Yeah, okay. So kalau kita tanya identify structure X, rasa-rasa kita nak buka ke atau kita terus discuss Cikgu Fatihah?
Setakat ni setakat ni tak ada komen, pelajar tak ada tanya.
Terus bukan tak tanya maksud saya ada agak-agak ada dah student nak jawab kan. Kalau tak ada kita teruskan je.
Tengok Cikgu Faizah bagi guide sikit lah kot. When they dia tengok soalan ni, mereka kena compare kan structure tu kan. Bagi guide kot.
Oh, ini dia tak compare ni.
Identify
ini
je, identify structure je.
Dia identify.
What is the fun? Okay.
Chapter 2 ni dia tak ada sampai tahap compare between organelle lah. Biasanya kita syllabus kita lebih pada knowing the organelle. Okay, so learning outcomes tadi kan kita kata knowing the organelle. So dia bagi dua gambar ni and then the question start with let's identify structure X. Okay, so cikgu rasa kamu boleh jawab ni kat luar.
Senang je soalannya.
Yes. So it is outer membrane. Yes. Tahniah Cik Fatihah, 1 markah. Okay. So apa function organelle A? Apa function organelle A? Tadi ingat cikgu bagi term MSSS. Remember kan tadi? Right? Okay. Yes. M stand for modified.
Modified.
Okay. Kat sini cikgu bagilah modified sort package transport protein. Okay. Transport tu sama dengan shipping lah kelas right? Sama ada it can be protein, it can be lipid, right? It can be carbohydrate. right? And as well, this one yang tadi MSS kelas Okay, selain pada tadi, like teacher mentioned, remember the special organelle in our cell, okay, which is lysosome. And remember, lysosome pinch out daripada ataupun asalnya daripada Golgi body. Right? Okay. And also, it also can produce vesicle. Like teacher mentioned tadi, dia ada cis phase and trans phase. Okay? Alright, so next. Agak-agak macam mana agaknya kalau Cikgu Fatia rasa pelajar kita akan respond to this question. Okay, describe. Okay, kalau kita bacakan soalannya, kita tengok, kita guna laser pointer sekejap. Okay, describe how the structure of organelle B help it to function as the site of energy synthesis. Okay, agak-agak kalau sebagai examiner.
Ini ada Cikgu Faizah. Ada pelajar baru jawab tadi soalan yang pertama tu. Farah Aida. Outer membrane. Tahniah. Farah tahniah.
Ya, cuba tengok pula Farah Aida. Agak-agak Farah Aida untuk the next question. Okay, because you know that this organelle B, okay, the mitochondria, dia dah bagi siap-siap, cuba tengok dia dah bagi dah function dia. It's a site of energy synthesis. So, macam mana agaknya kamu nak kaitkan structure yang ada pada organelle B, which is mitochondria, in order to fulfill its function as the site of energy synthesis. Agaknya apa structure yang kamu nak highlightkan?
Mesti ada kaitan dengan, mesti ada kaitan dengan, ada komen ada tak? Ni tadi Farah Aida Mesti ada kaitan dengan yang produce energy lah kan?
Betul. So, but which structure? Agak-agak structure mana yang akan relate dengan
which structure, describe how the structure. Mesti kawasan which area tadi, mestilah yang Kristini kan?
Okay, yes. Kalau ikutkan kat sini ialah the inner membrane system ni. Yeah. So the inner membrane tadi Cikgu Fatia so
increase
yes, Yeah, because the inner folded membrane, okay, what atau we call the term as a cristae, right? Okay, increase the surface area that covered with the stocked particles, enzyme or fluid, okay, or matrix consists of ribosome in order to synthesis enzyme. Atau dalam mudah katanya kalau Cikgu Fatia, okay, the mitochondria contain matrix, where inside the matrix there's a fluid. Okay, and inside this matrix atau the matrix which is filled with fluid, okay, they have all the enzyme. Jadi sebab ada enzyme dan sebab ada surface, dua benda ni lah yang menjadikan mitochondria ini able to act as the site for energy synthesis. Okay, tak ada enzyme, sorry lah bye-bye, okay. Right, so next.
Cikgu Faizah, tengok tadi jawapan tu. Kalau kita tengok dia ada /1 dengan /2 kan, mungkin ada pelajar yang tak berapa, semester 1 ni belum faham lagi kan. What is the meaning of /1 ni, single slash dengan double slash ni? Mungkin ada pelajar tak faham.
Double slash tu alternatif jawapan lain.
Alternatif, okay.
Okay, satu slash ni ialah satu slash tu
meaning ada dua jawapan lah kan, double slash. Yang this is the first answer, and then second, fluid of the matrix contains enzyme for cellular respiration is the second alternative lah.
Ya, dia ada dua jawapan. Maksudnya kena ada surface, yang kedua mesti ada enzyme.
Farah Aida dia tak boleh jawab sebabnya dia pun kristae. Tapi itulah Farah Aida ni dia jawab kristae, tapi tak dapat markah lagi kan, because in this soalan ni Cikgu Faizah kan describe how. Dia bukan
describe how, yes.
Dia mesti kalau dia sebut kristae, Farah Aida ni bagi jawapan ni kristae. Ni tak dapat markah lagi kan.
Tapi dia faham lah structure tu, yes. So that means ada dua structure involved. The structure involved is kristae and the matrix. Okay? Alright. Okay, so okay, dan almost time kita habiskan satu lagi, cikgu ada satu lagi organelle. Chloroplas, satu lagi kelas satu sempat lah. So why organelle B can synthesis its own enzyme? Ni cikgu tanya tadi kelas Okay, kenapa tadi kan kita cakap, okay, in order to function efficiently as a site for cellular respiration, okay, dia kena ada 2 syarat, cristae and juga enzyme. Okay, so now next you tanya, why organelle B ni boleh synthesis its own enzyme? Okay, Tara, gagak apa? Dedeng. Jeng.
Bagi
Cikgu
jawab.
Fatia?
Kita bagi jawapan Cik Faizah because already
yeah, like teacher
okay.
mention, because of what? Yes, ni tengok di kelas. Because mitochondria has its own DNA. So dia tak perlu tunggu daripada nukleus. Okay, you just imagine kalau nak tunggu nukleus nak hantar mRNA nak produce nak sintesis, kalau kamu belajar nanti expression of biological information nanti nak tunggu mRNA keluar, lepas tu nak transcribe, okay, nak transcribe, bayangkanlah okay, so that's why Tuhan jadikan, inilah rahsia Tuhan. Okay, having the DNA in the mitochondria and as well as the ribosome. Jangan lupa ribosome is set for photosynthesis. Okay, so sempat tak kelompok ni?
Tak sempat dah Cik Faizah. 10:30 dah. 9:30 dah. Dah habis masa dah.
Tak apa, kita last tunjuk dalam
Oh, tunjuk.
Okay. Tunjuk je. Okay. So kalau tadi sebab mitochondria ni dia tak sah kalau tak tunjuk kawan dia ni. Ni macam kawan dia lah Okay, so mitochondria tak sah kalau tunjuk chloroplast because chloroplast also having the same characteristic like mitochondria, which is having double membrane juga. Cuma bezanya double membrane chloroplast dia tak folded. Itu kelas So kalau tadi mitochondria site for cellular respiration, chloroplast is a site for photosynthesis. Okay, so cikgu pun sebenarnya adalah jawab okay, ini simple kelas sebelum kita stop. Sorry cikgu sikit. Okay, name organelle X and Y. So X will be chloroplast, Y will be mitochondria. So with that cikgu stop and cikgu serahkan kepada cikgu Fatia. Thank you.
Terima kasih Cikgu Faizah. Di atas perkongsian ilmu yang sangat bermanfaat, mudah difahami dan sangat menarik Alhamdulillah sudah selesai kelas kita pada malam ini. Tahniah diucapkan kepada semua yang setia mengikuti kelas kita pada malam ini daripada awal hingga ke saat ini. Sebelum kita tamatkan siaran langsung pada malam ini, mohon tutup ruangan chat dan klik butang subscribe Subscribe Cikgu Faizah punya channel yang masih merah tu dan aktifkan ikon loceng supaya kamu tidak terlepas sesi kelas Cikgu Faizah dan juga perkongsian video-video dia. Sekiranya anda suka dengan apa yang dipelajari hari ini, sila klik like dan share kepada rakan-rakan di media sosial dan Facebook, Insta ke untuk sebarkan ilmu dan beroleh kebaikan melalui perkongsian tersebut. Sila type down di ruangan komen. Sebelum link sijil sudah diberikan tadi sebagai tanda terima kasih kepada daripada cikgu kerana kehebatan kamu menyertai kelas tuition kita pada malam ini. Baiklah, cikgu akan sebut kod yang terakhir nombor 0. Okay, anda telah mendapat keempat nombor kod untuk ditebus untuk mata kredit Link telah diberikan di dalam ruangan komen. Pastikan anda mempunyai yang ini perlu ada ID Junior e-didik untuk menebus mata kredit berkenaan Link sijil juga telah diberikan. Kod akses adalah hashtag kelas AYU e-didik. Sila ambil perhatian link tersebut akan tamat setengah jam dalam tempoh setengah jam selepas live ini. Pastikan anda gunakan email e-didik ataupun anda gunakan email MOE MOEDL tu ataupun akaun delima sahaja e-didik dan juga akaun delima. Sekali lagi saya ucapkan terima kasih kepada Cikgu Faizah atas kelas kita yang jelas dan menarik pada malam ini. Jadi kita sebab masa pun sudah habis Jadi kita tak perlulah ada sharing daripada yang lain. Okey. Anda semua dijemput kelas terusnya untuk tuition biologi Melayu pada waktu dan hari yang sama minggu hadapan pada hari Sabtu pukul 9.30 malam Anda semua dijemput untuk ke portal www.academyyoutuber.com untuk mendapatkan jadual tuition dan info terkini. Bantu cikgu untuk sebarkan kelas tuition percuma ini kepada rakan-rakan dan guru-guru seluruh Malaysia. Usaha ini adalah gabungan guru-guru seluruh Malaysia untuk seluruh pelajar Malaysia, terutama dalam menghadapi saat genting melawan pandemik COVID-19 Semoga kita mendapat manfaat daripada kelas-kelas yang dijalankan. Ingat hashtag bermula percuma, selamanya percuma, insya-Allah. Terima kasih kepada semua. Segala yang baik itu, jika terdapat sebarang kekurangan dan kelemahan itu datang daripada pihak kami. Assalamualaikum dan selamat malam. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Berita baik untuk semua. Kini Akademi YouTuber memperkenalkan sistem mata ganjaran kredit AYU untuk dikumpul. Jom ikuti kelas tuition live AYU untuk mengumpul kredit AYU dan berpeluang menebus hadiah-hadiah yang menarik. Hadiah bernilai lebih RM10,000 disediakan secara percuma untuk pelajar seluruh Malaysia. Apa tunggu lagi? Tebus ganjaran hebat ini sekarang. Layari www.academyyoutuber.com untuk maklumat lanjut.
Dibawakan kepada anda oleh Akademi YouTuber.